Hello and welcome to Ambush the Enemy. Doing a little spying here. This is, you can say, a friendly training game between CrazedChariot and Brainfart. On the map, that's going to be 1v1 in the Immortals trophy. Coming up this week, still no games played, but I'm sure those will be mostly on the weekend. And Brainfart and Brainwashed are going to be taking on Mercy and Chosen. Brainfart is likely to play in the second game. Well, it's pretty hard to call, depends who wins the first one. CrazedChariot probably won't play until the third one, if the third game is necessary in his matchup. He's got Black Death on his side, and he's going with Aeon on this map, which is probably a good choice unless Brainfart goes heavy air. So we'll see what happens. Very early flare coming out from CrazedChariot. And Brainfart, really think he'll do very well in the first game of the 2v2 on Roanoke Abyss. Expect his navy to be excellent. He's going with the UEF. UEF versus Aeon at Tech 1 be quite difficult. We do see a whole bunch of mech marines coming out on the right side for Brainfart, but here comes a flare. There is no radar with it, but it's likely to find the Senji. CrazedChariot going with a total of 7. It looks like no air, just all out land from CrazedChariot. You don't see any air from Brainfart either, but he gets one loss. Flare kills off an engineer, actually escapes. Just runs away, great move. But we do see a similar situation. But here we got an Aurora playing defense. The Aurora loses its scout, and great kills to Auroras. Good defense from CrazedChariot. So far the upper hand here coming up minute 3, definitely in CrazedChariot's favor. And this Flare running all the way back. So no losses for Chariot yet. Aurora's moving to the bottom. We'll see Strikers. And of course Aurora, that's proper micro, staying out of range of the Striker, just going to dominate. And you can see those extra mass extractors, extra mass for CrazedChariot. Now he's already pulling away from Brainfart. Brainfart not just trying to get his mass extractors capped. So +2 mass for 60 seconds is 120 mass. That's 2.5 tanks that you're losing. Lose that time. And we can see this force from CrazedChariot really getting built up. Strikers rushing in, and they don't even know what's killing them. They're just dying. That's what happens when you face Aeon and Tech 1 stage and you don't bomb them. Very surprising we don't see any bombers from Brainfart. Because here on the bottom, CrazedChariot absolutely dominating. CrazedChariot also in the middle, picking up some mass extractors, multiple hydras here, plus four mass spots. We do see mech marines on the top from Brainfart. He's looking for any NGs. And here we see the kiting from CrazedChariot. It's that simple for him. He just stays out of range. That's 5 kill Aurora. These are going to be veterans pretty soon. See artillery here. Really inexcusable to get killed by Artie if he can move. And CrazedChariot completely taken over the middle with his ACU. The ACU for Brainfart moving more to the right side. And here in the middle, this force. These are 6 kills, 4 kills. It's a new one, still already has 1 kill. The big veterans for CrazedChariot. It looks like Chariot actually taking the sides pretty well. A good push with the Strikers, although they're not very organized, coming in one by one. Plenty of Auroras for Crazed. Brainfart picking up mass spots with his ACU. CrazedChariot, meanwhile, looks like he's going to cut off the whole top part from the main base of Brainfart. And a massive assault from Brainfart, and here CrazedChariot, you can see it's kiting. But if he can't kite enough, once the Strikers catch up to the Auroras, they're all going to die. So nice push, but CrazedChariot brings in reinforcements. Now Brainfart will move in with his ACU. Here, a hidden engineer from CrazedChariot causing all kinds of problems. Good move. So the middle is now contested. Still quite a bit of reclamation and a lot of dead units now here as well. Brainfart is now going to lead. And when you're facing Tech 1 Aeon, it's really, unless you get the gun, you go Tech 2 or you get bombers, you're going to lose unless the other player makes a huge mistake. And CrazedChariot is not going to make a huge mistake here. A point defense, those are definitely nice, but actually CrazedChariot leaving these engineers to build the point defense. So that's did not make much sense. And that point defense will be very valuable. It'll give Brainfart a little more leeway of what he can do. He can be a little more aggressive. He's got a good place to retreat to, and looks like that small force on the bottom, all this will belong to Brainfart. Some engineers for CrazedChariot going to the top, so very even map control. Also seen Tech 2 land, but Crazed did not notice his Tech 2 power. So CrazedChariot running away with Eco, and we are seeing Obsidians together with shields. And Tech 2 power means he can get 4 shields, and it'll pay for them. Or and you can see Auroras with shields. That's the extra health. It looks like these units from Brainfart rolling in a little disorganized. Plenty of units from Crazed to take care of the problem, but Crazed now will take 2 of his own. Here coming up minute 10, making Mongoose. Mongoose, very good choice against Aurora's. Got the range on him. You see CrazedChariot perhaps thinking about getting some upgrades, some engineers there. Map control is shifting slightly in Brainfart's favor. So he's got to take care of that Engie or that mass extractor. And you can see multiple shields. It's a huge advantage given that he's got that tech to power. And also we see now Crazed ready to spam air if he wanted to, but he's not. And it's a wall of shields, a very early wall of shields from Crazed. See the Mongoose using range, but they can't break through the shield. Crazed running into a point defense. And here at the back door, we see the Mongoose doing kiting, taking out his shield. Good work. It looks like power problems now for Crazed. Perhaps, yeah, he's going tech to air, so mercies are a possibility, but going tech to air caused the shields to flicker. A couple of the shields were killed, and now we see Brainfart operating with 2 different forces, trying to put pressure, while Crazed is kind of keeping all of his stuff together. With the Mongoose, you can see they have the longest range of any units on the map. At this point, they're doing quite well. And gunships, so Crazed instead of mercies deciding to go for gunships, probably the right choice. And here Obsidian together with the shield. Obsidian's got to move, and this is really nice from Brainfart, just rolling in. If he can take out that power, it'll be excellent. Actually attacking him, he just bypassed the main force. But here come the gunships, those should solve the problem. Not really clear, it looks like the engineers are the target for this force that just snuck in. Also some Mongoose in here. But the gunships will make short work, but a lot of dead engineers all over the place for CrazedChariot. A nice assault, but of course now the main force from CrazedChariot didn't even get to fight, so it's just going to move in, cause damage. Now Mongoose going after mass extractors will turn into nice chunks of mass for CrazedChariot to reclaim, although that was a pretty nice assault. And now we're seeing the Auroras together with shields taking on Mongoose. And the top looks like it's been abandoned, but both players for the most part. Brainfart is going to pick up those mass extractors, but here come the gunships. Absolutely no air so far here, coming up minute 13 from Brainfart. Very surprising. Makes those gunships pretty much all powerful. 5 gunships can go anywhere. We do see Tech to Flak now moving in from Brainfart. Let's see if CrazedChariot pays attention. He's got to avoid that. Yeah, he's going to just move away. And perhaps another opportunity with these Mongoose and Strikers to move in, cause more damage. Here, minute 15, we can see the reclamation, nearly 5,000 for Crazed. He's also got 1,000 power. We're seeing only half as much power production, but very similar reclamation numbers for Brainfart. Brainfart once again moves in. So all game is just sneaking in. But this force, once again, no flak, so the gunships should defend. Of course, this tech to power generator would be the best target. But it looks like that isn't being targeted. We're also seeing some tech to flak. Crazed getting an upgrade. And it looks like map control completely belongs to Brainfart now, but he just doesn't have the NGs to grab all these mass extractors. He has NGs here and there. And he's been doing good raiding. Actually, all these mass extractors are dead. But of course, you see a lot of dead mass extractors. No tech 2 mass extractors yet. But of course, all these dead units are going to supplement any losses that CrazedChariot is going to have. And here comes an assault. We also see some Obsidians in here. Brainfart tech 2 on the ACU plus the gun. Tech 2 point defenses. Only 1 at this point. Also tech 2 flak. Of course, the gun on Brainfart should be pretty good. And the gunship standing by for Crazed. and he might as well go in once again. Crazed looks like he's got some guns on his ACU. Gunships once again are going to deny any construction. The main force for Crazed going to the bottom. And Brainfart looks like he is going to try to get tech to point defenses all over the middle. But Crazed just moving to the side, so giving the middle to Brainfart, he's going to control the sides. You can see 4 mask tractors on the top, 4 on the bottom, 4 in the middle. Important tech to flag here looks like it's going to be stuck behind enemy lines. The gunships for Crazed just move over to the other side of the map. There is some tech to flag from this force, and these mongoose do want to get close to the obsidians. They got to retreat. So this is where UEF has to be the kiting faction. See the tech to flag still not completed in the middle, and the gunships are going to help out. This is great stuff from CrazedChariot. Great control on the gunships. Gunships are just as good as you can control them, because it's really difficult to get tech to flak all over the place. And if the player does, then you just beat him on the ground. Looks like Brainfart now retreating. He's going to try to cover the bottom side of the base. He did leave a couple tech to point defenses in the middle. Top completely belongs to CrazedChariot. Brainfart tech to point defenses on the way. And it does appear that now Crazed is going to retreat. But he just came in with gunships and now retreats. I still have not seen a single plane from Brainfart, which is extremely weird. See a lot of shields here. Pause, not to waste power. Standing by just in case. One thing to note about this game, no tech to mask tractors except one from Brainfart. Now Brainfart tech to point defenses once again. He's going to try to secure this bottom part. On top, you do see the mongoose moving in, but a Tech 1 force plus CrazedChariot looks pretty secure. It'll be a very interesting fight. Of course, the ACU should be able to overcharge the mongoose, and the Auroras do the rest. See what Brainfart will do next with his ACU. And here comes CrazedChariot's ACU. Very long range on that, 21 kills. And that could expose the backside of Brainfart's base. He will retreat. And here once again the mongoose move in and assault from Crazed. Brainfart will do some kiting. The thing about the obsidians, are very powerful, 400 damage per shot. Not a lot of range on them, however. And they're all pretty fast, but it takes a little while to accelerate to their top speed. Tech to flak and tech to point defense for Brainfart. Looks like he's going to try to put those all over the place. Of course, they will be vulnerable against mobile missile launchers, but we see Tech 3 land with Harpies now from Crazed, and some are Tech 3 arty, and Tech 3 arty will take out Tech 2 point defense, no problem, until Brainfart gets some shields. But of course he can't get shields because he doesn't have the power. He's still a Tech 1 power, but he is a Tech 3 land as well, so both players going quick Tech 3 land. Well, relatively here, it's minute 20, and it's going to be Titans versus Harpies, and of course Aeon Harpies are going to dominate the Titan. Harpy probably behind the Brick and Percival. Otherwise, it's probably the third best. And here, this Harpy getting shot for no reason. It's a very close match between the Otham, the Seraphim, Siege Tank, and the Harpy. Depends what you want to do. That shield for Harpy is really nice. It regenerates quickly. Now we do see now the Tech 3 artillery targeting, not really sure, it looks like missed everything there. Uncharacteristic of Aeon units, usually the best accuracy on everything except the destroyers. And then of course we got Demolisher, Tech 3 artillery, so both players going in Tech 3 stage, some Titans and Tech 3 arty. But one thing we gotta say, the big difference, the gunships have really made it difficult for Brainfart. Still no Tech 2 mask extractors from Crazed. He does have about half the map. And this is really inexcusable from Brainfart letting these Tech 2 mask extractors. Now these will slowly die. Tech 3, Tech 2 moving in. Crazed might think about doing some overcharging, 35 kills. Brainfart not doing anything. Yes, making Tech 2 point defenses is now pretty much futile. We're seeing shields. This will be good cover, but of course Brainfart, looking at his power, he's already losing. He can't afford the shields. And here up on top, Crazed, overcharging his Tech 3 units. There were some Titans here that are no longer with us. Minute 23, and Artie's getting kills now from Crazed. It looks like Brainfart running past the ACU will do damage. And good, and these are Mech Marines here, minute 24, brave Mech Marines running in. I'm not really sure what they were trying to do, but they just died. 17 kills in this Tech 3 Artie. UEF Tech 3 mobile Artie, a beautiful thing. But they will have to break through those shields. We're also seeing the Tech 3 Artie here from Aeon. See who hits who first. The shields are going to be crucial in this Artie on Artie fight. And there goes one of Aeon Arties. And we can see Brainfart, good work putting mobile shields over his artillery. 21 kills on this one. Looks like some power problems for Crazed, and this is not the time you want to have any power problems. Another thing we have not seen is any cruise missiles. Here are the heroes. And a Tech 3 assault force from Crazed on the top. This makes it very dangerous for Brainfart. Straight shot straight into his base. And that will really suck for Brain. Brain making a base directly in the middle and thinking about Tech 2 artillery, very expensive unit, but will probably reach from there at any point on the map. It'd be very nice if we can take out that Tech 2 power. It's really the only way I think Brainfart can come back into this game, because now the Harvey's unit numbers are really getting quite high. 55 kills in CrazedChariot. There's some Percys. Unfortunate Percy gets shot. Another Percy is retreating. Crazed taking some shot to the face from the Percy. But that's a single Percy. We see more Percys and shields moving in, but Harveys are now inside Brainfart's base. We're seeing this force, this artillery, putting some pressure. But now this force, together with CrazedChariot, is rolling directly into Brainfart's base. Brainfart, oh yeah, the overcharge is really making all the differences. Otherwise these Percys would be able to defend. But taken out by the ACU, not much that can be done. Brainfart running back to perhaps isolate Crazed from the rest of his force. But reinforcements not coming in from Crazed. Probably try to cut the ACU off. And you can see the artillery from Brainfart having to shoot back at its own base. And it's basically over. You can see how Brainfart was cut off and gets taken out by some Harveys. CrazedChariot wins all the way in the other corner of the map, in the middle of Brainfart's base. So you can see CrazedChariot probably won't play until game 3 in his matchup. So very nice. Hopefully people enjoyed it, and looking forward to Immortals Cup week 1.